Hey everyone, it has not been that long since the last unboxing video, but look at the treasures that have shown up since the last time. So we tried a different location. You can see our tiki bar in the background, which was still a work in progress, but we're having fun putting it together. But we're going to open up these wonderful gifts. I know that a few of them are eBay things that I've collected. I haven't opened anything yet, so you're going to be just as surprised as I am. So, well, let's give it a shot. If it gets a little too dark over here, if it's more difficult to shoot, we're going to move over to the table like we normally do. But we're going to give this a shot first. So, let's go. All right, we're going to start out with this one that came in from our friend Tomas, who's always sending us interesting and odd artifacts. Biz artifacts, I call them. Oh, did you guys hear that the door from Cielo Drive is up for auction? It went up for auction today. It's going to be auctioned off, I think in September, but it's on the Julian's website. And it's only just announced today, and it's already up to 17,000. So it's gonna be a very expensive auction, way out of my league, that's for sure. Did Tomas send artwork on this thing? United Artists somewhere, a village idiot is eating Big Macs, KFC, or die. Fragile. Oh God, it's a light package, amazing. Handle with care. Fragile. All right, I guess I'll do this one first. Always like Christmas. It's a London phone box. Oops. But there's no sex ads in it. So no prostitution ads in it. So it's not quite authentic, but it's cute. It's cute. And the phone boxes actually don't even have phones in them anymore. Now they're using them for little coffee shops and for phone repairs and all kinds of things like that. This one's nicely gift wrapped. Definitely had to take this down for time. Oh, what could it be? What could it be? Oh, it's a lobby card for Irma La Douce with Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine. And I'll admit, it's a movie I have never seen. It's a Billy Wilder movie. So we've got this on our list of things to see. We're going to add that to our list of movies. Our buddy Lance always suggests good movies to see. The Irma La Douce, thank you very much, Tomas, for that's a very, very unusual, very specific gift. I like it very much, thank you. He sent something that's fragile as well. And again, I gotta be so careful with this. I'm so bad with blades. Oh, look at that. Hank Williams Life Story soundtrack album. Thank you for ordering with me and for paying promptly. This is an eBay purchase? I didn't buy this. Somebody must have sent this to me. I certainly did not buy it. Okay, unless there's something in it that it's just an album cover. That's sort of funny. Well, that explains how it's insanely packed. It's an album. Well, I did not order this, so it's very interesting, and I know not this movie. but I like Hank Williams. Sung by Hank Williams Jr. Interesting. Thank you, whoever sent this, because I know I didn't buy it. So thank you. I've had to start these packages already because it would take way too long for me to open those things. So this comes from Michael Blau, who I know and I have known. And interesting, Jane D. And what does Michael and Rosemary Blau have to say? I saw these and thought of you. Can't wait till you open your new museum. We will be there. Best wishes, Michael and Rosemary Blau. Oh, this looks so familiar. Do you have any idea? Jane D. Is it James Dean? No, it's Jane D.
Yeah.
It's gonna really bug me.
I don't know. Not right now.
Okay, I'm a little embarrassed to say I didn't recognize this, Michael, but now it's Janet from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's the necklace that Janet was wearing in Rocky Horror, so I love them. Thank you very much. Is that, can you see it? Oh yeah, if you look around here, the bunny rabbit's over here. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Love this. Damn it. Okay. Thank you, Michael and Rosemary. What this is. TV guide with a August 2nd through 8, 1969. I know what that is. That's the anniversary of the Tate murders. Dear Scott, hope you're Troy are well. I also hope you don't already have this issue from August 2nd through 8, 69. It's not in the best condition, but it is the closest one I could find to LA. There are some tape stuck to the back. Thanks for the something I got it from. Oh, thanks to the Knitwood off eBay I got it from. Anyway, I hope you like it. Thank you, truly, Shannon. This is cool. This is, talk about some unusual history. This is the television guide for the Tate murders and Martinez, California. Not sure where that is, but we could see what was on television the night while the murders were happening. And let's see, that would be wild if that was Sharon Tate, wouldn't it? Friday night, August 8th, 1969. Time Limit, the movie, The Three Musketeers, Bob Newhart on Johnny Carson, Joey Bishop show, a movie called Apache, I'll Pal Joey, The Gun Hawk, Hugh Hefner Variety at 1 a.m. So this is what was going on during Time Limit, The Three Musketeers, The News, Johnny Carson, Joey Bishop, The News, a Western called Apache, with Burt Lancaster, Pal Joey, with Frank Sinatra and Kim Novak and Rita Hayworth, The Gun Hawk, Rod Cameron, Rory Calhoun, Ruta Lee, she's still banging around, and Hugh Hefner with Tony Bennett, George Plimpton, Morgana King, and the Steppenwolf, and Milt Kamen and Irwin Corey. There we are. Joan Rivers, she had her own show. Thank you very much, Shannon. This is very nice of you. A nice bit of history there. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, a cool map. It's Forest Lawn, Glendale. The Treasures of Forest Lawn. This comes from David Gamrett. This is Forest Lawn, Glendale. This is where the Great Mausoleum is. This is where, I have a picture of the Munchkins standing in front of that in 1939 when they're making The Wizard of Oz. There's the Great Mausoleum. That's where Clark Gable, Carol Lombard, Jean Harlow, Red Skelton, Sid Groman, W.C. Fields, our buddy Roger Sinclair. Yeah, loads of people in there. And their artwork. There's those doors. I love the way they build this artwork. These are genuine reproductions. They're so proud of it. And there's all the Michelangelo's David, but it's like 500 feet tall. It's better than the original. Wow, this is cool. Thank you. Thank you, David. This is a nice little bit of forest lawn history. And the Munchkins. So the Munchkins went to visit that Mystery of Life over here. But over here is where L. Frank Baum is. Not right about here is where L. Frank Baum, the Wizard of Oz guy. So I wonder if the Munchkins, when they were visiting, visited L. Frank Baum. Cool. Thank you. Very cool. Very cool, David. Move on with this. Linda Golan. I think Linda is Hollywood, Florida. Okay. Ooh, look at that. In loving memory of Bill Bonds. Wow. For you guys that are not from Detroit, which is probably most of you, Bill Bonds was a local newscaster, a Detroit institution. And this is his funeral book. How cool is that, with a bagpiper, crossbearer, Kate Hildreth, and I think pallbearers, William Bloom, Gregory Hancock, James, Greg Swan, no one I recognize. Wow, okay, this is cool. Bill Bonds, and it says, hello Scott, greetings from a forever Detroiter, now in South Florida. The program is this envelope from when I attended the funeral at Holy Name in Birmingham. I asked if you wanted it in a live chat and finally found it. Figured you'd have a good home with you, and it most certainly does. Hello to Troy and best wishes. Thank you, Linda. Wow, bit of Detroit history. There you are. There's one time he got in so much trouble because he did the news drunk, and it was really bad. It was really, really, really embarrassing. So yeah, a little bit of a scandal there. Scandal. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love it. Now, I believe this is an eBay purchase, and it's so cool. I decided to open it on camera because I want to share it with you. And it's of course it's sealed up like a chastity belt. Because it kind of surprised me that there was a person selling these things on eBay, and these are, come on, oh my gosh, everyone is so good at packing stuff. Inside these these little things are a piece of carpeting from the Carpenter's Newville house in Downey. And I think this is from the music room, actually. And every one of these little things has a one piece of like yarnish fabric from the carpet, and it's just an interesting, cool bit of Carpenter's trivia to go with our Karen Carpenter bathroom sink and our Karen Carpenter memory tube from her casket. And what else do we have here? We have our funeral program, and now we have bits of the carpeting from the music room at the Carpenter's house. So these are cool, and I think you could get them on Etsy, and they weren't expensive. So I would get one again. I did, but I think they're really cool little presents. Now this is from someone named G. Kingsley. Polly Adler, a house is not a home. Hello, Scott. I'm passing this great read on to you. Polly Adler is the most notorious madam in the Northeast in the 20s and 30s. She was well acquainted with all the high-profile gangsters of the era, along with law enforcement. She spent her later years in the LA area. She wrote her memoirs. She passed at the age of 62 from lung cancer. I assume she's buried out there also. The 64 film was made by the same title, starring Shelley Winters. The critics generally panned it, which I can't agree with. I find it highly entertaining. Camp at its best, as always. Shelley did a first-class job. I watched it twice on YouTube. I'll consider that. Thank you. Doing a vlog on her. We do like the stories like that. And I did interview Heidi Fleiss. That interviews on my YouTube channel. And and it was Madame Alex was her boss. But this Polly Adler, yeah, I'm going to look into this. This is a cool book. Thank you very much. Born in Yanow, Russian-Polish border. Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to open this one next. This is from Cindy Green. And I'm going to ask Jimmy Carter for some help. Yes, this is Jimmy Carter's hand from a wax statue that my friend Cynthia gave me and gave us. We went to visit her, the weird and wonderful wax lady who I did the interview with and showed her house, which is the most wonderful place. Her house is a wax museum, and she gave me Jimmy Carter's hand. So we're going to open this. Now, we're going to see exactly what it is. It's in this box. All right, this is Cindy Green. I hope you enjoy these 70s movies and shows. Just a few of my favorites. Not sure if you have this rare. I'm not going to say anything anymore because there's cool stuff in here. And I want to see it before I read about it. Ooh, look. Ooh, look. Oh, my gosh. Movies and DVDs. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That Manson movie, I have seen it, but I don't own it, and on VHS too. This is interesting. But I have seen this movie, and it's very good. It's got some crazy footage in it, and horror film to end all horror films. Probably the scariest since the original Dracula. Yeah, this is, somebody used footage of the girls on the ranch, and really that rewind, George. I love it. This is cool. Thank you, Cindy. And look at all these treats. Phantom of Hollywood. I don't know this. With Jack Cassidy, it's got to be good. With Broderick Crawford, Peter Lawford, and Jackie Coogan. The Rookies. We love the Rookies. Look, it's Kate. And who else is in this show?
I don't know.
Isn't this the one with Julie London?
No.
Oh.
That was Emergency.
Kate Jackson now. Isn't that wow, this show, look at Police People, Michael Ontkean, heavy sigh. The complete first season, second season of The Rookies. I loved that show. Go figure. Go finger.
Ew.
Rookies.
It's got nails.
I really like that show. And the Phantom of Hollywood. Okay, we got Walk Proud with Robbie Benson. He was tough enough at the streets. Was he tough enough to leave them? Hollywood Aloha, Bobby and Rose. I remember this movie. I don't think I ever saw it. The Promise. Who's in that? Kathleen Quinlan and Stephen Collins, two star-crossed lovers who are forced apart by betrayal in this moving love story, with Michael Hilliard. Duel. Wow, it's been many years since I've seen this movie. Steven Spielberg's first movie, which, if you...
Duel.
Jimmy Carter, what does it say? Duel, which is a guy against a truck, which is very similar to a guy against a shark. They say that Jaws is basically almost a remake of Duel, except it's with a shark, not a truck. Oh, look at that, Troy. Your favorite. Your friend Blanche Tyler was a spiritualist. How fun is this? Wow, this took some real thought, and they're really very, very kind of you to send these, Cindy. So thank you very, 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 very much. When's the last time we sat through a Robbie Benson movie, I ask you? Not even Beauty and the Beast, I don't think. Now this is from our friend Richard Lamont. And look at, there's Mishu. Lisa Marie Presley, Michael Jackson, and Mishu. Dead. Mishu, the smallest man in the world, only 2.5, almost 3 feet tall. And Richard is the guy who was good friends with Mishu. Richard is the guy who actually asked us if we wanted to have Mishu's remains, he was cremated, in the shop. And we had his remains in the shop. but we're going to start a fundraiser very soon to have Mishu's remains put in Valhalla Cemetery. And because since we closed, Mishu's been just in storage, and I don't feel right about that. So I made some arrangements with the cemetery. We're going to announce something soon. But and this is Mishu's death certificate that we need for the cemetery to complete the arrangement. So you're going to be hearing that. So thank you, Richard. He also said he had something that he promised to send. So let's see what it is. This glass was taken from the area where Princess Grace's car landed, which is now a farmer's property. The owner let me walk around and I found a bunch of glass. Who knows, maybe. He did say no other accidents or cars have ever landed down there, so maybe. Either way, it's from the spot. Look at that. So that's a piece of, more than likely, Princess Grace's car from the accident. And there are pictures of the accident along with it. This is a heck of a piece of memorabilia. Look at that. Wow. And so well put together, too. Yeah, there's the hill that they went down, that sharp hairpin turn. And look at that. And there's what's left of the car. And I choose to believe that that's real, because there's no other explanation for it. So this is really something. Thank you very much, Richard. This is very, very cool. Piece of Princess Grace's car. Gosh, we got good. There's my Michigan coming out. We have good friends, don't we? Very, very nice. Thank you very much. And we'll be talking very soon about making arrangements for Mishu's memorial. Another gift from Tomas has arrived. I've had to start opening this one, but I'm going to complete opening it with George Washington's hand with real human hair on it.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah. Look at the art that they, into creating these things. It's really something.
Yeah.
The detail.
Are the palms hairy?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Can I put my arm around you? I was just thinking about Phyllis Diller today. But yeah, that's from George Washington's wax figure. And Tomas sends us, don't open till Christmas. Just kidding. I have to be kind of careful with this because his other hand, I'm going to set George here. His other hand has a couple of fingers that need repairing. I'm going to force it. I don't want to hurt him. Oh, I like the smell. It smells good. It smells very chemically. Ooh, look at that. 1969. Isn't the anniversary? First lunar landing. And it was July 20th. Oh, we just passed it. July 20th, 1969. This is cool. Wow, that is neat. Man's first step on the moon, if you believe it. And I do. Here, men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon. This is very cool. July 20th, 1969. The last time Sharon Tate spent any time with her family. Cool. Thank you, Tomas. That's really something. Love that. Tomas, you're spoiling us with riches. Catch the tab wave. Station 23. VHS. More wrapping paper. Max Headroom. Poetry. This was something. Max Headroom was something else, you know. It's like, where did that come from? It was such a bizarre concept for a show, and it'll be fun to watch because I haven't seen anything. Is this a movie starring Rocky Morton, Annabelle Jankel? Very interesting. Christmas in July, ho ho ho. You know it, Tomas. Max Headroom. Which is, you know, kind of funny because I never got that for years. I didn't understand what that was. And then, you know, one day I was driving under an overpass and I was like, oh, Max Headroom. Now I see it. Okay. We're going to put George Washington away. Who's going to help us now? Those over. How about, I don't know how this is going to work. How about Boy George? These are Boy George's hands. They must have been wearing a microphone, or carrying a microphone, I'm sure. So let's give this a shot. Another from Tomas, and this one's heavy duty. Attention, post person, have you ever been licked by a postage stamp? My my people at my post office enjoy your boxes. All right, Boy George. Hands and feet. Isn't that funny?
Oh, that's creepy.
More books. Also, that Mr. Ed episode. I bought it thinking it was the original voice of the actor who did Mr. Ed. Sadly, it's not. Still a neat cover. Best wishes, Tomas. Isn't that funny? Big foot, big hand. Oh, Americana, look at that, Route 66. The Wigwam, that was the last place we stayed. We've seen 100 of those. We've seen 200 of those. Saw 20 bajillion of those. This is cool. The Corner Cafe, Joe's. And there was so much cool stuff on Route 66. It was really something. What a great trip that was. And this is going to be a great trip down memory lane. Thank you. Oh, John Garfield, his life in films. Oh, ooh, an added bonus. John Garfield's funeral. There's his casket. Outside Riverside Memorial Chapel in Manhattan. In 1952. Interesting. So he didn't use Campbell's in New York, which is unusual. I think most people did. Most New Yorkers use Campbell's funeral home. John Garfield, never forgotten. Laurel and Hardy. Who is that? The late viewer's guide to old movie players. We like these. J. Edward Brown, these are cool. Paul Harvey, Grant Mitchell. Edward Arnold, Joe Cleveland, William Frawley. Look at there's Bill Frawley. Mertz. Edward Deering, Alan Hale. That's Skipper's father. Sarah Allgood. Do you think she played housekeepers? I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. Arthur Shields, Frank Sully, Reese Williams, Roland Young. These are wild. Halliwell Hobbs. Dame May Whitty. I know her. Kathleen Nesbitt. Ethel Griffiths. Do you think she played uptight older women? Constance Collier. We know her. Elsa. Look at there's Elsa. Hattie. Etta McDaniel. Lillian Randolph. Hey, this is cool. I like these kinds of books. Laurel and Hardy. For some inexplicable reason, there's... Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's a pretty book. Look at that. Audrey Hepburn Treasures. Pictures and mementos from the lifestyle. Ooh. This is going to be a deep dive later on. Look at that. Audrey Hepburn's Bran Muffins. Oh, kind of cool. Oh, so this has got all kinds of little... This is like those books we like, you know? They have copies of, like, receipts and, you know, like, real documents. And, not, I mean, real copies, but look at that. They copied, like, real things that were hers. We've got one that does, like, backstage passes and concert tickets, and that Kurt Cobain one, I think, is like that, too. These are cool books. Connie, with love, Connie Marple. Well, Miss Sandstone, Miss Sandy Sands. Look at, there's tickets to Audrey and George too. So this is tickets to My Fair Lady. I love these books. I really do. These are such fun books to go through because they took real documents. Marilyn had one too, I think, and they copied them. Like this is a copy of an actual telegram. Yeah, this was like the best you could do than having the actual things is having these things. Very, dear Audrey, dear Mel, congratulations to Sean, his choice of parents, but don't think 9 pounds is overacting love. Dorothy and Raymond Massey. This is fun. This is a very fun book. Love it. Definitely. I love that they put these together. These are such cool books. Love these. Thank you very much, Tomas. As usual, you spoil us. This one comes from Brian Marquis, or Marquis. Is that a French name? Marquis? Maybe maybe we need some help opening this one from Charles de Gaulle, because this is his hand.
Oui.
Oui. Look at that. He's a tiny guy. Or I'm an ogre, which is more.
Or both.
Yeah. De Gaulle. Let's do this. Oh, I see that familiar pink logo. Ooh, look at it. Ooh, look at a Tab delivery van. How cool is this? They don't even make Tab anymore, but they do make Tab delivery vans. That is really cool. Wow, that reminds me, I got to do something with that video. The only place in the world that sells Tab anymore is that Coke store in Vegas that we visited. Jordan and I. Tab car, cool. Thank you, Brian Marquis. Oh, look. Is this something? Oh, wait, are these? Oh, there's something in there. I'm like, okay. This is interesting. Butts on things.
Oh. Butts.
Oh, look. Oh, they are butts. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what these kids do these days.
Butts.
Look at that. Oh, KFD. Kentucky Fried Duty.
Great. I'll have extra crispy, please.
Sorry, all we have in stock is
I want
regular.
it grilled.
But we got lots of gravy. Stink stock. There are references to things I know not. Oops. Dookie Donuts.
These are kind of like wacky packages.
Yeah, they are. Stinkers. Oh my god, these are great. McDude's ham turter. These are really funny. Do you find them funny, Mr. DeGaulle? Run DMCs. Cool. I'll look at the rest of these later. Oh, these are fun. I like these very much. Look at that. Another tab truck.
Yeah.
And this is different.
Yeah.
This is different than the one we have. Look at this. This is interesting logo. Keep tab with tab. This is these are colors that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
I wonder if this was from like a different area. A little tab race car. This is neat. Limited edition. Limité. Look at it. It's another French thing. Product of the Coca-Cola Company. Very interesting indeed. We got Dookie, we got Tab. I think that's that. All right. Let's see. Brian says, I have seen toy cars and thought of you. Hope you're worthy of your collection. Absolutely. These are so cool. Maybe you could start a petition to Coca-Cola to bring back Tab. There is one already, a petition online. Or at least convince them to have another bottle company sell it. Big money for a smaller company. Back in December, I happened to be in Madison, Wisconsin on the 25th anniversary of Chris Farley's death. Stopped by our Queen of Peace Catholic Church, where his funeral was held, and got a bulletin newsletter. Unfortunately, no mass intention was for that day. Then went to Resurrection Cemetery. The cemetery pamphlets might be of interest. So this is from Chris Farley's cemetery. Our Lady, Queen of Peace in Madison, Wisconsin. Enjoy the Route 66 trip with Jordan. Hope to somebody drive it. Amityville House on your shelf out by the Cielo Shrine. Yes, it is. Behind me in my live chat videos is the Amityville, a little electric Amityville from the America's Most Haunted Village collection. That's right. Look at that. Are there any possibility you can get Troy to talk about his job in a video? Well, last one, for those of you that are on my Patreon page, we do have a Patreon page, and it costs a couple of bucks a month, but you do get exclusive content and a Q&A, a monthly Q&A. You send in your questions, and I answer them in a private video for just the Patreon. And Troy did talk for quite a while, actually, about your experience at the coroner's office and doing autopsies and things like that.
Yes, I talked way too much.
No, you didn't. Everyone enjoyed that. And so we talked about some of the people that he worked on at the coroner's office. So anyway, thank you very much, Brian, for thinking of me. Thank you for the tab. Thank you, everybody, for the things. Cindy and Tomas, always thoughtful gifts. Charles DeGaulle, and everybody, Richard, everybody. Thank you so much for sending these wonderful gifts. And I appreciate it. Everything is a dingleberry splash. And this is what, Bubblicious, right? Yeah, this was for Bubblicious bubblegum. So yeah, thank you very much for sending it. Really enjoy these. And thank you. And until next time, swish.
You heard me.